Hey y'all, good morning. I am back. I had to come out and walk because I had something on my mind, and I'm starting to see that getting out in the fresh air and the sunshine and walking kind of helps me clear my mind a little bit. Holidays are coming up, and it usually starts around October for me, and it dates back to when I was growing up, and then when my kids were young, and we had all the Halloween parties at school and Thanksgiving lunch at school and Christmas at school and with family and all that. And then part of it goes back, like I said, to my childhood, because holidays were not always a pleasant time. I could go to one place and it would be wonderful and special and everything is supposed to be, and then go to another place and there was a lot of alcohol and fighting and cursing and physical violence and other kinds of assault. So it wasn't always pleasant. So holidays are really hard for me. There are parts of my family that I do not see in an effort to protect myself and my children from the things that I went through. We've cut out some people from our family. And there's always that pressure or that feeling of guilt, like, well, it's the holidays, I should be with them. No, I can't. I will not let my children be subjected to the things I was subjected to. It's not a risk I want to take. It's not a chance I'm willing to take. But it makes it hard because every child inside wants a mama and a daddy, you know. But so that's part of what makes holidays hard for me. The other part is something that I think we can all relate to. I think society has such high expectations of women. We're supposed to be strong and independent. We're supposed to be good wives. We're supposed to be good girlfriends. We're supposed to be good mothers. We're supposed to be the caretakers. You know, Thanksgiving is coming. Well, no, Halloween's coming. What are the kids going to be for Halloween? Oh, they know what they want to be. That's great. Now you got to find the costume. But they don't like that one. They want a different one. Well, that different one doesn't exist. But in their mind, it exists, and they want that. It's just hard. And then it gets harder. You have Thanksgiving coming. Well, who's in charge of making sure everybody knows about the arrangements for what time you're getting together to eat and all that? Who's planning the menu? Who's doing the cooking? Who's doing the dishes? Who's trying to make peace with everybody? You know, it's, and then Christmas just gets worse. Like it really does. I love my family. I love most of my family with all that is in me. And there is nothing I like more than spending time with them. But y'all, yesterday we made our plans for Christmas Day. We're meeting up that afternoon to have some family time, play some fun games, and sing a little bit of karaoke and eat. And we're not doing turkey and dressing and all that. We're going to do party food because we like party food. We want chips and dips and things like that. So that's what we're going to do. But I already know how it's going to go because I do this every time. I do this all the time. We're planning it over 2 months out. I'll be all excited. I'll plan what I'm going to cook and bring. I'll make the arrangements to make sure we have a place to stay the night before and the night of. I'll make sure all our kids are, you know, where they need to be, whether it's at work or with family, the other sides of their family or whatever. And I'll be all excited. And then I'll get all packed up and I'll be all excited. And then when it's time to get in the car, it's like this. I smell a skunk. Oh, good gravy. Oh my Lord, why is there a skunk out here? Jeez, that's terrible. You get ready to get in the car and it's like 100-pound cloud of panic or anxiety or something overcomes me and I start crying, like to the point where I can't tell you what I'm crying about. I can't even talk. It's just like sobbing, snot pouring out, horrible, ugly, not a cute crier, but it's a really bad, ugly cry. And I'm working really hard to make this year different. I don't want to go through that. I don't want to put my boyfriend through that. It's hard for him to watch, and I do it anytime we're going somewhere other than like the grocery store. I get into this panic about leaving home. Anyway, I just want you, everybody, to know you're not alone. Whether it's anxiety or panic or depression or whatever it is you're dealing with, you're not the first person to deal with it. I promise you're not the first person to deal with it. There are other people out there dealing with the same thing. And the most important thing we can do is talk about it so that we can support one another. God didn't create us for this kind of life. God created us for an abundant life. A life of love, and happiness. He didn't mean for us to wake up in the morning with dread or celebrate Christmas with people we love, but be trying to hold on to our hearts so we're not in a crying panic. I'm sorry, I'm a little puffing out here. You're not alone. Find somebody to talk to. Journal if you need to write. Y'all, I told Monique in video earlier that I'm a list maker. Lists make me feel good. At Christmas time, I end up with about 3 or 4 different composition books with lists in them. Now, they might all have the same list or very similar list, but I feel better if I can write it down over and over and over and over. And that's what I do. What I got to do, what I'm going to wear, what I'm going to cook, what I need to make the recipe, everything. I write it all down over and over and over. But just do what you need to do because you're unique and you know your needs better than anybody else does. And I love you guys.